You definitely don't want to wait till the last minute because tickets for this theater, well, they sell out pretty fast. Excuse me. And I know you definitely want to get a good seat.
Coach Woodward is back at Bear Country, where he's hoping that come August, when it's time for his team to hit the field, these stands are filled with plenty of supporters.
You know, just one of the many things that United Hearts provides is care packages, just like these, that you can open up and find simple things like a blanket inside. Now let's close it up, and you can put it on your back seat so that anytime you're out on the go, you have exactly what you need to help a member of the homeless community. Hairdressing alone is already difficult enough, but you could have your next appointment booked by simply handing out a business card.
Gotta look good at practice when nobody's watching.
Exactly.
During spring workouts here at Antioch, the players, the eagerness to get new equipment, and the weight training is all the same. Even the Bears' new head coach leading them into the 2016 season is the same. But Coach Mike Woodward returns with a new appreciation for the program he left in 2013.
What I had underestimated was the relationships I had with the players here. And, you know, when I told those guys that I was leaving, I mean, I literally couldn't even say it without crying.
After coaching stops at Brentwood and John Overton High School, the players just want Coach Woodward to hold up his end this time around in order for the Bears to get back to winning.
I expect him to lead us in the right way, and then like all the players follow behind because I already know, like, if he do his part and our team do our part, then everything will be good.
Coach Woodward is back at Bear Country, where he's hoping that come August, when it's time for his team to hit the field, these stands are filled with plenty of supporters.
As far as the student body goes, it starts with that. If the players aren't excited, why would a student say, hey, I'm going to come watch a game?
This specific workout was just the beginning of the end for upperclassmen who are looking forward to one last season with the team.
Everybody come support us, and it's going to be a good year because all the coaches are doing their job, and we're doing our job, and we're working hard every single day. Like, I really like it.
For EMC News 3 in Antioch, I'm Demarco Moore. Don't let the gun scare you. It's just the Ohio Valley Conference Indoor Track Championship. Runners are sprinting while parents and teammates watch and cheer. Every individual belongs to a school, but there's only 3 spots on the podium when it's time to hand out medals.
For OVC tomorrow, the record is 150, and I plan on breaking that tomorrow. Just got to run a little harder and just get ready tonight. For
most runners, the finals don't come today, but there's more gain from the experience than just being number one.
Unfortunately, I'm finished. I didn't make it back to the finals, but I did PR, so I'm happy about that.
Leslie's happy about her personal best time and even cried because she spent 4 years running for it.
It was a PR and the season's best, and so I was just thankful, so that's why you saw tears of joy after I got done running.
And her biggest critic was there to see the end of her Tiger Bell career.
She may not be a Wilma Rudolph, but she has shown the other young ladies how to be a lady, and she's shown them how to truly be a student athlete.
But this is only the end of indoor track and field.
The next step would be my outdoor season. It starts in 2 weeks, and it'll be a Vanderbilt Invitational.
And as the season wraps up, one thing is for certain: the clock will always be running. Who is Dan Ayers?
He's very personable. He's easy to talk to, and he's a really good coach. Like, volleyball-wise, he knows his stuff. He has a really high volleyball IQ.
MTSU's new head volleyball coach, who's bringing his winning ways and a familiar face over from Carson Newman University.
I played for him for a year, and then I was able to be the graduate assistant under him at Carson Newman. And so kind of seeing how he revamped that program and being a part of that, it really led me to make the decision to follow him here.
Although his last season ended in the quarterfinals of the 2015 NCAA tournament, the Lady Raiders are anxious to see if Coach Ayers can help them reach a similar success.
The spring season has definitely been tough, so I really am looking forward to seeing what we actually put work into to see the results of it, having a winning season and stuff like that.
Talking about it is one thing, but actually doing it is another. I learned that the hard way when I stepped up and learned a few techniques from these ladies. All I can say is I won't be joining this team anytime soon, But the ladies are making sure that, like the new staff, they each contribute to the team's success in every way possible.
I really want to be the floor leader and off-court leader.
Bring joy to the team and positivity. When everyone gets down and out, always basically keep everybody happy.
I want to be that person that they can always lean on.
Bonding with everyone, making the relationship strong.
Reporting for News 3 at the Alumni Memorial Gym, I'm Demarco Moore. Under the watch of Coach Dean Hayes, the men's and women's track teams prepare for a busy week in Georgia.
There's a big multi-event going on at the University of Georgia. There's also a track meet going down at the University of Georgia, but it's not as big as the multi-event.
And Alabama.
On Friday and Saturday, we'll be at the University of Auburn for the Auburn Invitation.
Most of the team will be using the competition in Auburn as a gauge for the Conference USA Championship in May.
I just really want to see where my body is. So conference is coming up. That will be here at MTSU. And I really just want to see where I'm at with this last 3 weeks to a month before conference.
But some will simply be satisfied with a better time in events like the 200-meter dash.
I've done a 21 already. So if I can cut it down to a 20 low or 20 high or maybe early 21. I really appreciate that.
Ndeniji is unique because he came to MTSU from Nigeria just 3 months ago on scholarship. But don't let his physique fool you. He's ready for life just beyond this weekend's meet and track as a whole.
I want to be a businessman. I don't want anybody to employ me. I want to employ people. So I really have got goals.
Reporting from Dean A. Hayes Stadium for News 3, I'm Demarco Moore.
I'm gonna also open the Dream Girls one because I need to fix. She's missing an arm.
It starts with a flyer. Then one click later, and it's lights, camera, action at the Murfreesboro Center for the Arts.
We get a committee together and figure out which shows are hot, which shows would the community be interested in. Then they kind of get together and collectively decide which ones we should do.
This building's been around so long that you used to be able to get books here too.
It was built in 1904. After the post office, then it was the Limbaugh Library, and then about 20 years ago they renovated it to be the Center for the Arts.
Waiting out the winter may be the key to catching a play on its best day.
January and February are usually a little bit slower just because of the weather, depending on what part of the country you are in.
You definitely don't want to wait till the last minute because tickets for this theater, well, they sell out pretty fast. Excuse me. And I know you definitely want to get a good seat. 127 people can take a journey into the woods, sing along with the Dream Girls, or parents can have their kids learn how to do it like the pros.
We also have youth programs, so we do a lot of engaged kids from 4 to 18 to teach them how to act, how to be involved in the theater. So it's a wide range, really. Everyone in our community could be impacted by us.
So next time you find yourself riding through the square, take a look at the People's Champ in live theater. For MTSU News 3, I'm Demarco Moore.
I love books more than anything.
The sign says it all. Story time is this way. In the library, where books and kids' imaginations can be found by the thousands.
Sometimes when the books are really, really good, I envision them in my head, and then I imagine, and when something turns out bad, I just sometimes scream or something.
And there's always those who go just the extra mile when reading, even if it's the encyclopedia.
I keep on reading it every day, and actually sometimes when I go to the algebra section, I actually get a piece of paper and write down the equations.
Amazing and true. I tested them myself. There's something to be said about a child who enjoys a good book, especially when they're able to swap them for new ones just about 2 times every school year.
It's always so neat to see the kids get so excited when they come into the cafeteria and see thousands of books spread out on the tables, and just knowing that they get to pick a new book for them to go home and read, and they get to keep it.
But that many books can't just come from students and teachers, which is where Ladies for a Change comes into play.
We're collecting money and books, and the money that we collect, we're going to go purchase more books for the children. And the books that we collect, we're going to go read it to them, and then we're going to donate the books to them.
In 2016, there's always the question of, are books becoming old media?
I think a little, but I think kids still, if parents instill the reading at home, and teachers, the kids enjoy it too.